So hello everyone, welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a basic guestbook using PHP. So right now you see I have this basic form and it says action index.php. The name of this file is index.php, and what I mean by that is, you know, the method right here says post. So whenever I click on submit button, it's going to take me back to this page. So it's not going to take me anywhere else, but it's going to stick on this page. So for example, if I type in a comment here and if I click on post, it will basically, you know, refresh it and it should run some code, you know, in the back of the page, and it should display the comment here. So that's what we are going to do now. So before we continue, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave any comments, thoughts, anything in the comments, you know, and I'll wait for your feedback. So now let's go back to the code, and right here you see we have the first name and input type text, and the name I called it F name for first name, and right here you see it says last name. So the input type is again text, and the name I called it L name, and for the text area I called it comment. So now what we are going to do is that we will get to the PHP part. So on line 20 right here, right under the form, I'm going to use lesson sign question mark, alright, PHP, just like that, and I'm going to use the question mark again and the greater than sign. So what this means that anything here will be PHP. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a variable called first name or F name that will store the value of the first input field. So I'm going to say F name equals to, and right here because I have used the method post, I can say $_post, alright? So it refers to form method. So because I use method post here, I just typed in $_post. However, if you use get, you should change this one to $_get, alright? So I'll stick with the post F name. I'm going to copy that one. I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to paste it here. So I have that here. So that's one variable down. And now because I have 3 input fields, I'll have to simply create 3 variables. So I'm going to just copy this one and paste it 2 more times. So I have total of 3 now, and I'll change this one to L name, so last name, and this will be L name. So this name here, or the $_post corresponds to this one, which is right here. You see I called it L name, and that's why I just added that there. And for the comment, I'll just rename it to comment. So I'm going to change this one, this variable, to comment also. Alright, so we have 3 variables, and they will basically store the value of what we type in inside of the input field. So whatever I type in the input field is going to be stored in these variables. So now let's continue. So now I'm going to create another variable. I'll call it file. Alright, so file, and I'm going to assign it. So I'm going to assign a function here, a PHP function that will create a file. So you call it fopen, and this will basically open a file. So now we want to create a file called comments.html. Alright, so it's going to create an HTML file, and we add a comma here and then 2 quotations. I want people to be able to add or append comments. So I'm going to use letter A, alright, and that should do it. So now this will create the file, and right here what we are going to do is that we will need to use the file write function. So this will write in file, so f write and then 2 parentheses, and right here what we are going to do is that we are going to say, for example, which file do you want to use. So I'm gonna simply, I want this file, the comments.html. So to refer to that one, I'm gonna simply use $file, alright, then I'm gonna say comma. So what should I type inside of that file? Well, this is what happens. So now we are ready to use HTML here, so I can say bold. All right, so this will be a bold, and then it's going to say first name. All right, so this will be a part of the comment, and this will close the bold tag. All right, then we will append whatever we type in. So dot, I can say $sign. I can refer to my variables. So fname. So fname. So that's one. So that should do it. And right here we will need to append something else. So we will need to go to the next line. So I'm going to say dot, and then a string here. I can say break. All right. So this will go to the next line, and we will do it with the other one. So I'm going to copy this just to save time. So let me add a semicolon at the end. I'm gonna just copy this one and paste it 2 more times. So we have 3 variables. That's why we have 3 file rights. And right here, what I'm gonna change is this will be the last name. So this will be last name, for example. All right, and this will be the variable L name, which refers to this one. So this variable stores this input field. All right, and this one I'm going to change it to comment. So comment, and I'm going to change this one to comment. So comment. All right, so we have that. So now it's always a good idea to close the file. So once we type in the comment and we click on submit, it should open the file, and it should append the comment, and I should close the file. So I'm going to use something called fclose. All right, so fclose, and I'm going to say 2 parentheses, and I can say, for example, $sign file. So this will close our file. So now we have that ready. So what if so there's something else that I should do. Maybe I should require. So right here, I'm going to require that file. So require, and I can say 2 quotations. I can say comment.html. So let's see. So this is the file, actually comments, because this is the file that will be generated, comments.html. So now we have that ready here. So we are ready to go. I think it should work. So let's test this. So I'm going to open my browser, and I'm going to go to the local host. So now let's go to Guestbook, and you see we have the undefined array key, stuff like that. Don't worry about it. But now if I type in, for example, Jack XY, something like that, hello, if I click on post comment, you see it has added Jack XY and hello. So if you want to delete these comments, what you could do is you could go to where you have your file. So I have my file here. So you see it has generated this comments.html, and if you double click on it, you should be able to see all of the comments like that. And if you want to delete everything, you can open it with Visual Studio Code, and I'm gonna just delete that, and I'm gonna refresh it. So you see the comments are gone, and right now you see we have this undefined array key. So we will get rid of it just in a second. But I want to add a line here. So I want to add a line. So let's go to our form. At the end of the form, I want to have a horizontal line. All right. So HR, and right here, after each comment, I want to add another line, so I'm gonna simply add it here. So HR. All right. By the way, you'll be able to get this code in the description below. All right. So you can click on the link below and just get it and use it. Do whatever you want to do with it. So now what I'm gonna do is I want to get rid of error, or the undefined array key. So the warning, it's not an error, but it's a warning, but we don't want that, so we want to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to create a basic if statement. So if, and then 2 parentheses. So we have that if statement. I can say is it, all right, so is it, and then open 2 parentheses. So is it, then 2 parentheses, just like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say $_post, or I can say the variable. I can add the variable name here. It will be much easier. So is it, and then 2 parentheses, just like that. So this is what's going on. So we have the if statement. So is it, and inside of the is it, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add the variable name. So I'm gonna say $if name. Alright, so I have done 1. And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add 2 curly braces here. So I'm gonna move my ending of the curly brace, and I'm gonna wrap everything inside of that if statement. Alright, so now I have that there. Let's see what happens. So instead of using the variable, I think I need to change this to $_post, just like the other one. So $_post, and I'm gonna say f name. Alright, so now I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna refresh it. So localhost not random, sorry. So now we are going to Guestbook. So let me just add something here. So you see we have added comment, and now we will be able to simply do whatever we want. So what is up? So click on post, and that should do it. You see we don't have the undefined array key anymore. And here's what I did. I used the if statement, and I opened the parenthesis. Alright, so this is the parenthesis, and I said is it, then 2 parentheses, and $_post f name again. So we have done that, and it took care of the undefined array key. Alright, so we have that there. What else we can do? Now we will be able to style it, but I'm not gonna style it now. I think this video has gone a little bit long, but we will be able to style it in the next video. And right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the HTML injection. So if somebody comes to your Guestbook now, let's say that person types in their name, Liz, for example, hello, and you know, they may inject something like I don't know, age 1, hello. Let's say they have typed in hello, and if they click on post comment, they'll be able to simply add the age 1. So this is not what we want. So we want to get rid of it. And you know, in the next video, actually, I'm gonna stop the video here. So in the next video, we will learn about how to stop people from injecting their HTML. So I'll be able to share the code with you, and you'll be able to get the code from GitHub and just do whatever you want to do with it. And I hope this video was fun for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in the next video, we will learn about how to stop the injection. Alright, so we want to stop people from injecting their HTML code into our Guestbook. So I'll see you all in the next video.